Hello everybody, this is Bill. We'll do a demo scenario in Z. We're calling it Mission from God. And this is taking place in a suburban neighborhood. And this is the map that I chose to deal, mainly just because of the table that I have here. Pretty limited setup, and it's pretty horizontal. So I dealt this map to also show that it's pretty creative. You can kind of deal any formation that you want. This represents a river right here, with the bridge crossing the river. And then I have two sections of the neighborhood, and each one of these is a location in the neighborhood. I just dealt like a group over here and a little bit of a bigger group over here, randomly with a fixed position at the bridge. And the church wound up on this end here. The pub wound up here. The pub always starts with a zombie horde. And the alpha base, which is your starting location, wound up here next to the pub. And in this scenario, the church has put out a news bulletin that is spreading among the community that they want to save souls. And rather than killing off these zombies, they are hoping that there's going to be a cure coming down the line, so they would prefer if you could just lock them into rooms. So in this scenario, we're going to go locking zombies in rooms. And the church normally has 9 residential loot that's specific to the church, and then you can trade there. And you can still trade in this scenario with the church. But for every time you lock a zombie in the room, you're going to gather one of these little guys right there, and then you can bring that back to the church. This represents that you proved, maybe with a photograph or something like that, that you locked, securely quarantined a zombie, and then they'll give you some loot. And then you get to pick a loot. And then when this 9 loot is finished, the game's over and you won. You successfully locked 9 zombies into rooms. So definitely a very challenging scenario, really fun. This is the setup. Just to give you a quick, this is the battlefield. That's going to be where the battles happen at these locations. We got the encounter decks here. I got to shuffle those real quick. And then I drew these characters as just a random drawing. We got the baseball player and the plumber. And it's not bad because they both have clubs, which are pushing items. But no protection, which in this game, in this scenario, you tend to get up close and personal because you're pushing those zombies. It's really nice to have some face protection. These are my heroic actions. And we got some food. That's always good to start off not having to need food the first day. Okay, enough introduction. Here we go. So we start there. It's the dawn phase. And we're going to see what the weather is for the day. It's going to be clear, and a full moon tonight. So that's all good. And we're going to start off by hitting up the nice house because we don't have stick tactics to really fully take advantage of that fence. So I'd rather get something pointed first before we go there. All right, so we're going to go check it out. Nice house. 2d6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These two are outside, and it's on fire. So these don't even matter. Not a good deal. I was really hoping to get that garden, Turns out the whole place is on fire. All right, so the fire is going to force a retreat move. I think I'm just going to retreat back to my home base. We're going to play it safe for now. see where this zombie horde goes. 6. The way we're doing it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going north that way. To the fence house he goes. Okay. Kind of in between me and the church there. That's not so great to have a horde there. Alright, we move on to the day phase. And an interesting situation here. I think we're going to have to kind of have a little bit of a wall here. There's a off-limits neighbors who shoot at us if we get too close. Then you got the pub. You know, there's going to be a lot of people there. Kind of have to get through those to get over here. Still don't have exactly what I want. So, considering I have food, I'm going to go see if, I'm going to go just check out this trailer home. Maybe there's something there for me. Only D6 encounters. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. They're all inside pretty much. The only thing outside is an ally. That's cool. We'll take him. What's up, buddy? Got an ally on the team. I actually will separate out this stuff. I have skill in both of these things. All right, we're going to keep those. For the ally can help us push. Question is, what's in here? And I don't have a scope or binoculars, so we don't know. You know, this is pretty much standard procedure, unfortunately, for the ally. Is he's slightly less valuable in this game, because if you lose your original characters, you lose, even if you have an ally. We do that kind of on purpose. So we're going to let that, we'll put him, position him here. We're going to let this ally take a peek in here. Take a peek in the room, see what's in there. Okay, we got the zombie with loot at 3H. Right here. And then we got this fast zombie. He's distracted though. 3A, that's good. And then we got a fast zombie with loot. 3P. Whoa, that's not good. Right in his face. Okay. So, the action goes now to him. This is one of the little things in this game, is that these hexes represent entering a room. And so this blue hex here is you move, they set up, and you move again. It's a double action for these survivors. It's like a springboard kind of thing. But anyway, what he's going to do is push out. He enters the door. Oh, shit. And he's pushing out. To push out needs a 3 or better. 6. 70% chance of success there. But that is the danger of entering a room and you don't know what's in there. But now we know what's in there, so we can maybe re-strategize. And I have a great strategy for this. All right, so these guys get together. They talk it out. And they're going to draw these guys in. And they're going to push this guy and lock him in the room. And then they're going to annihilate these guys. So, who's going to be the bait? I think we're going to give that role to the baseball player. We're going to let the ally push him in the room. And then the plumber's going to come in as backup. Okay. Enters the room. And then spring into a backwards move here. So these guys come. This guy's distracted. So I made no noise. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Next round, humans. Okay, first move. The ally is going to go 1, 2, and lock him in the room. So this is how that works. These are these lock symbols. If they're inside, if they're outside, they mean nothing. But if it's a situation where this is inside, they represent a room with the zombies in, and you lock it in the room. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to get this to trade with the church for loot. Now, one of the penalties you'll see is there's a penalty for that in your reward. But we'll get to that if we clear it. Okay, so next action is baseball player is going to... Actually, first I'm gonna take the plumber first. Is going to come here and he's going to take a shot with the pistol. Shooting this guy. 8. Good shot. So I needed a 3 or better because it was close range within 3 hexes. So he's going to have some loot there for me, which is nice. And then baseball player is going to charge. Oops. Hopefully that's what's going to actually happen. And hit with the baseball bat. Let's get +1 because he's a baseball player and +1 with the charge. So he needs a 2 or better. 5. Yes. Got it. So this is a pretty successful mission there. We're going to pick up these 2 loot right here. See what those zombies had on them. Got an energy bar and some shotgun ammo. And this we're going to be able to trade in at the church. We're just going to keep this over here. And we're going to claim the reward. Now, because we locked this guy in, it's going to be -1 to the reward roll, which already has -1. So it's D6 -2 to see what we get in there. Searching. So 4 - 2 is 2. We get 2 loot. Okay, what did we find? A large scalpel. It's going to be really handy for these fences. And some more ammunition that we can't use now, but never a bad thing to have. Okay, so when you clear a location, flip it over. So that's cleared, it's loot, it's done. Now it's terrain, cannot be ever flipped over again. Gets this little white chip. And that's us at the end of the phase. Now we move the horde. 4. So 1, 2, 3. All right, it's following us. And we move then into the night phase. All right. So this is an interesting situation. I have food, even for all 3 with the energy bar. We're going to give this scalpel to the ally. So now the ally has a weapon. That's pretty cool. We could definitely trade some of this stuff too. We got this ammo we could trade at the church, and then we got this to bring to the church. So there's certainly some motivation to get to the church. But it's the night phase, and so it's going to be a little bit dicey, I think, if we were to go try and... We'd have to get inside to the fenced house. And this horde is really in our way. If the horde was not there, we could scout the fenced house without taking any risk. So it's a bit tough, though. We're going to be losing some time here, but I think we're going to call it a day here and not do anything except eat our food. And we're going to let the ally go starving. That's what it's... When you join the team, it's tough initially. And if we want, he can eat that energy bar anytime and go right back and be fine. Just won't get the reroll. So we're going to see how that goes. These food are going to go into a discard pile, and we're going to roll to see if I get sick here. First, the baseball player. 2 does not get sick. Then the plumber. 2 does not get sick. So we're good on that. And we're going to move the horde as well. And technically, the horde is going to be moving at the end of the night phase. And I got ahead of myself eating the food there, but so the end of the night phase, the horde moves. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3. And then we just ate our food. The horde is going to move again for the reckoning phase. This is while we're asleep. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, so good morning. Brand new dawn. It's cloudy.